The Vanpowers Manidae. Double boxed. Let's take a look at what's in the box. Cut through this layer too. Pull some of this stuff out. We're going to start popping some of the banding off. Just want to be careful when you're doing this. You're not cutting any wires, so just be cautious of that while you're snipping. Check out that Kenda juggernaut. Nice. There's our seat. Kickstand's already on it. Sweet. Obviously you're on the handlebars. What we're going to do is show what came in the box. The Manidae user's manual. This is a bell. In the bag, screwdriver, couple wrenches, a few Allen wrenches, and 2 reflectors, front and back. Couple pedals, left and right, obviously, and they're labeled. This looks like it's going to be our throttle control. Doesn't come on the bike. So if you choose to use the throttle control for throttle only, you'll go ahead and install this. And then we have owner's manual for the front forks. There's probably some good maintenance information in there and things of that nature. Our battery charger. And cord. And of course we can't forget the quick release. This was attached to the front wheel. It's everything from the 2 boxes. Give you a shot of everything that was in the box. The quick release was attached to the tire. The first thing I want to do is put on the handlebars, just because I think it'll be easier than having them dangle around here. So first thing I'm going to do is remove all 4 screws. Be mindful not to lose your washers. So you want to make sure that you have your handlebars on the correct way to start with, right? So if you can tell, I have them twisted right now. You want to make sure that your thumb shifter is on that right hand side. Then you'll know that they're lined up correctly. And then the handlebars are going to go right in the center here. You don't want to tighten the display down yet, because you want to be able to move it to tighten these down. So now we can kind of lift that up to screw in the bottom. You want to make sure that you're crisscrossing as you're tightening these down from top to bottom, or whatever order, as long as you crisscross. And then we're not going to over tighten them, so we have a little bit of movement there, because we're still going to want to adjust those handlebars and make sure everything's nice and straight once we get our wheel on and we're a little bit further on in the assembly. The way the wheel is going to go on is you want to make sure your rotor lines up with that brake caliper. That is right there. So we want to make sure that our rotor lines up with the brake caliper, and then we're going to stick the quick release. We're going to unscrew it and slide it through the tire. Take that off. And then we're going to go ahead and drop our tire in pick up, and we're going to line that right up here. Okay, so once you rest the tire down, we're going to take our quick release. The side with the lever is going to be on the side with the router. So let me go ahead and unscrew this. She's going to slide right through here. It's going to come out the other end. We're going to go ahead and slide the nut on this end. Okay. You could feel the tension. And then you're going to pull up here on the lever. I heard it should make an impression on your thumb when you're pushing it up. Is kind of an indicator of how tight. Well, very fine scrape there, very fine. And then I always like to bang that tire around. These tires look huge. Next we'll install our pedals. Our left pedal is marked left. So when installing our left pedal, we want to go counterclockwise. And then we'll do the other pedal. So for this pedal, you want to go clockwise. Nice heavy duty pedals. I'm going to snug it down. Next thing we'll do is we'll put our seat with seat post on, and we'll also slide the reflector on there. Open it up a little, and we'll slide it straight up the pole here. You don't want to over tighten them because you don't want it to snap off. But then our reflector is as high up on the seat as it can go there. We'll slide our seat post down. Tighten this up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and lock down our seat. Nice looking seat. Now we'll go ahead and install the throttle. I'm going to put the throttle on the left side, and we're just going to take our hand grips off. Be careful not to lose your screws. Got it. Oh, there's an end cap on here. We're going to have to pop that out. Our screwdriver has two ends to it. I'll probably leave this end cap right off because I'm going to put a side mirror. Okay, so I thought I was recording and I wasn't, so I'm just going to show you, pull this apart again and show you what we got here. So in order to put the throttle on, we had to loosen up these two ends of the grip. Did that, then we slid our brake off, and then I just slid this on. So that's all we did. It was really simple, but I wanted to show it on camera. Line our grip up the same way the other one is. This one's still the original position. We have our screw. Just gonna get them started. It's always easy to get your screw started and then just go back and tighten everything down. We want to back that right up to the actual hand grip. And if you ask me, these are the best grips because they're locked down on the ends and they don't twist or turn when you're riding. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I'm some long-term effects of that nasty COVID, unfortunately. So now I'm going to tighten that down. I don't want to over tighten it, just make it nice and tight because these grips will not move. And again, I'm just going to line that brake up with the other one, kind of eyeballing it and make sure that's pulled over, butting it right up to the grips, and I'll make it nice and snug. Okay, I feel it getting tighter now. I'm gonna butt it right up to the brake so everything's kind of lining right up to each other. Throttle has a little bit of an overhang on it, so I don't want to touch it here, so I'm just gonna kind of slide that over and then go ahead and tighten that down. Plug in our throttle, And then we'll go ahead and zip this back up. It's all protected. Nice, nice. I really think the only thing left is our bell and one more reflector. So I think we'll put our bell on the right side, and I believe this will open right up. Okay. We'll go ahead and stick our screw back in there. I purchased a couple bells similar to this, and they were like 28 bucks. They were a little bit bigger, but way more delicate. This thing seems to be a little bit heavier duty. It sounds good. Have to figure out what model that is. I'd much rather use that. Okay, your final couple of steps would be to make sure you check your air pressure. Make sure that's good. Go around the bike and check any of your connections, any of your bolts and screws, and make sure that they're all tightened down. You want to make sure your brakes aren't squeaking. And really, that's it. Okay, that's going to wrap this one up for the unboxing and assembly of the Vanpowers Manidae. Hopefully this video helps you with any questions you may have during your assembly. But always remember to check out the Vanpowers website for more detailed information. So until next time, guys, like always, ride safe, have fun, see ya!